Coming up next on Access Framingham TV is Framingham Fan to Fan, where we discuss all things sports in Framingham. Today we're talking ice hockey with guests from the Framingham State ice hockey team. You're going to love it. Stay tuned. It's going to be hard hitting. This is Framingham Fan to Fan on Access Framingham TV. Hi, I'm Dave Hornfischer, a Framingham sports fan, and I'm pleased to host this interview show, whose purpose is to highlight those who are involved in sports in Framingham at all levels. In doing this show, we hope to increase awareness and ideally fan support of these fun sporting events, and also to help use sports to help achieve our station's goal of building community. Today, I'm pleased to welcome 3 players from the Framingham State ice hockey team. We've got Ryan McDonough, Jake McKinnon, and Walker Hamilton. Guys, welcome. It's great to have ice hockey on Fan to Fan.
Thank you for having us.
As a guy who had to deal with a son playing ice hockey from age 4 and freezing in lots of rinks, I have a little bit of a sense of what you're all about. But why don't you begin? I've got two co-captains here on the left and a freshman over there on the right. So we'll let the co-captain start first. But I'm not going to put the freshman down all day because we've got some good stuff for you coming up later. But anyway, Ryan, why don't you tell me a little bit about where you're from and how you got into ice hockey?
So I started playing probably when I was 3 or 4 years old.
3 or 4, I love it. Pushing the chair?
Pushing the milk crates back at the Divine Rink in Dorchester. And then I moved on to high school. I went to BC High, and then I did a prep school year, and then ended up here at Framingham.
Okay, and you're a junior?
Junior
okay.
here.
So you have another year of hockey here?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's great. What about you, Jake?
I'm from Framingham, born and raised.
Local boy. That's what we like
born and raised here in Framingham. Grew up in the beginner program. I was a flyer through and through.
Right at Loring Arena.
Yeah, right over there at Loring Arena. And then I played Framingham High School hockey 4 years. I was a captain my senior year, and then I did 3 years with the Junior Bruins playing junior hockey, and then I came back home.
Where do the Junior Bruins play?
They're playing out of Marlboro, so it was pretty local. It wasn't too far away. I wanted to stay local, and then I ended up coming back to Framingham State, playing for my hometown. So.
Okay, and we got 2 local guys, and we got a guy here who came from...
All the way from Anchorage, Alaska.
Anchorage, Alaska to Framingham State. Well, Walker, you must have a story about your hockey start.
Yeah, it all started in Colorado. That's when I first started skating, just wanted to pick it up. And when I was around 3 or 4, did youth hockey there, and then moved to Alaska been up there 10 years now, and that's where all my high schools played. And then senior year of high school, I actually left to go play in Cleveland and played U18s there. And then got recruited for a junior team up in Maine. Played 2 years there, and then I got picked up by Framingham just last year, and I decided to come and see what it's all about.
Well, you have a few more frequent flyer miles than Jake does.
Yes, a little bit.
Been all over.
So talk about why you ended up at Framingham State.
So I came here because it was pretty close to home.
All the way west from...
all the way west from the city.
Dorchester.
That's right.
Yeah.
When I took my tour here, I just liked it. I fell in love with the school, the campus, the atmosphere, and I just knew it was the right fit for me.
And the coach recruit you, or did you just find it yourself?
Yes, it was the coach before the current one right now, Coach Brown.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I mean, it was
pretty obvious. You grew up here.
Yeah, it was in my backyard the whole time, so I knew it was always there. I knew it was always an option. So, I looked around to other places, and I just really liked Framingham State's campus, what they had to offer, the academics and everything. It was solid. It was a pretty good choice.
Mm-hmm. Playing with the Junior Bruins must have given you some college opportunities.
Yeah, it absolutely did. My whole team pretty much got recruited and committed somewhere to a Division III college. We won nationals my last year playing for the Junior Bruins, which was one of my highlights. I played with a great group of guys that all went on to play college hockey somewhere, and I'm actually playing against some of them today in the MASCAC, so it's fun to see them.
And Walker getting to Framingham from Colorado and Alaska must have a story to it.
Yeah, I just, playing juniors up in Maine, the current coach, Guy Angers, he came up and we talked over the course of 2 years and gave me the opportunity to come down, visit, and like these two said, I fell in love with the campus. I liked the whole small school, you know, everyone knows everyone, and it was a pretty easy decision after that. I had a few other offers in the Midwest and on the East Coast, but at the end of the day, I fell in love with the school, the campus, and what this program is going to be.
Well, that's great. So tell me, you all mentioned before that none of you came here when you were 18, that you all had this stop in between, and a couple of you are 23, I guess you said, as juniors, and Walker,
23.
you're
21.
You're 21 as a young freshman, so
Yes.
that's your hockey experience has kind of had a lot to do with when you started college, I guess.
It definitely does. I mean, hockey is so competitive nowadays, and there's so many kids out there playing juniors all over the place that you kind of have to, in a sense, take at least a year off, maybe 2. What I did a post-grad year, so I just took the 1 year off and then came to Framingham State.
Yeah, I think my 150-pound frame coming out of high school wouldn't have fared too well playing Division III hockey. So I'm glad I took the time off, you know, to develop skills in your body and everything, and get up to par to what you end up facing in college hockey, and that's, you know, men.
So while you were with the junior Bruins, were you in school then too? Or?
Yeah, I was actually taking part-time classes at Framingham State. So I would take a class or 2 a semester throughout playing juniors, and that's another reason why I also chose Framingham State. I already had classes with Framingham State, so it made it a lot easier just to go back in and get into the swing of things rather than transferring out and going through that whole process.
And you, Walker,
Well, yeah, unlike Jake, I didn't actually do any school when I was in juniors. I just took those 2 years and really focused on developing my craft and figuring out what I can do better, get my foot speed up. And those years are big development years. When you see new guys coming into juniors your last year, you can see that, you know, there is development and there's progress that is made, especially building towards the fast, physical state of college hockey.
So you guys play in the MASCAC, which is mostly state schools in Massachusetts. Do you play any tournament games outside the area? Or?
We did. We just completed the tournament over the Thanksgiving break. We went up to Binghamton, New York, for the AHL team up there, the Binghamton Devils tournament.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was a good time. We stayed overnight, Saturday, Sunday.
What did you play up there?
We played Cortland the first day, and then we played Nichols out of Massachusetts the second day.
Yep.
Well, Cortland's probably a hockey power of some sort, aren't they?
Yeah, they were pretty good. You know, it was cool to play other teams outside of our division too that, you know, we're not used to playing, just to see what else is out there, and you know, it was a good experience.
And you were competitive?
Yeah, of course.
And you came back feeling good about it, right?
Yeah, of course, always feeling
it's always good to be
anytime
challenged.
you can play.
Well, we're going to put up a couple of videos here of some live game action, just to give our viewers a chance of the excitement of college hockey, especially which is right here in Framingham. Here's one on the screen. Why don't you take a look at this? And we've got a goal being scored here by.
Oh, that was Siegel.
Matthew
Okay,
Siegel.
why don't we?
That was his first goal.
His
Another
first goal,
freshman.
and so he gets the puck here, I think.
Yes, yeah.
Do we see that? Where does he get it?
We take the puck for the freshmen on their first goal and everything. It's a tradition. We always do it. I got
There we
one.
go.
He got one. So, you know, it's always something we like to do.
Okay. And this was a game against Franklin Pierce.
Franklin Pierce.
But they're not in your league either, right?
No. But I feel like we play them every year. The first game of the year for some reason. I feel like that's been happening since I was a freshman. So.
And this was a win.
This was a win.
was.
Yep.
Yeah.
7-1.
7-1
Great.
win.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good win.
You kicked the extra point.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now we're going to show another video coming up here of, let's see, there's number 4. And
That's this guy. Yep, right here.
That's Walker. He fires, and it's a goal. Okay,
Yeah.
wow, let's stop this. And so
the
that
puck
was your
wrong.
first goal of the year?
That was my first, first of
And you're a
college.
defenseman
Yep.
who don't typically score a lot of goals.
No, but we sneak down there and pop a few in when we need it, like there, you know.
And then you have to remind your teammates what they should be doing.
Yeah, I'm like, why am I scoring all the goals?
Yeah,
here?
we
Yeah.
save
Let's go,
some
pick
for
it
us,
up.
you know.
Yeah, I know. If he'd keep the puck in at the blue line
Yeah,
and do
exactly.
his job.
Right, we'd have more goals down there, right?
Yeah, well, do you all play? He plays defense. What position?
We're forwards.
You're
Yeah. Yep.
left wingers or right wingers or?
I'm a center.
well, you're
we're
a
actually,
center, okay.
Yeah, I'm a left wing. He's actually my
Okay, let's just
linemate.
talk a little bit about the role of the role of each of you on the ice. I'm glad we got a nice mix here. So center is your job is to get the puck to the wing so they can put it in the net?
Absolutely. So it starts off when you go out there, you take the face off, and then start in the D zone. You work alongside the defenseman below the net, try to move it up to the wings, and then try having another wing swing across the ice and to pick up the puck, and then you break out and you fill lanes as you go up and down the ice.
Stay in your own lane, so you try and stay in the middle of the ice most of the time?
Sometimes, but it all depends on who the first guy is, and you have to read him, readjust to certain scenarios that happen all over the ice.
And so the center takes most of the face-offs?
He takes all of them.
Really? Okay. So a wing never takes a face-off?
Unless I get kicked out or something, or he gets kicked
kicked
out
out.
because
Okay,
I'm
then-
cheating in or something like that, then I have to go in and take it.
Yeah.
So what's the art
yeah.
of the face-off? You're standing there. Is there a trick to? I mean, Bergeron for the Bruins is so good at it.
Yeah, it's because he gets so low on his stick. You normally hold your stick right here,
Yeah.
but he comes down real low, and he really, like, his knees are fully bent, and he's like, I've always been told the lower person to the ice has the better shot at winning the faceoff.
And so does your coach keep a record of your percent on face-offs?
I think maybe he does somewhere,
Yeah,
but
somewhere. Okay,
Yeah,
he doesn't
somewhere.
remind you of it then.
If you're doing bad, he does.
yeah, you're doing bad.
So you're the wing. You're the guy that are you a right wing or a left wing?
I'm a left winger.
Okay.
Yep.
So you have a different. So the left winger has the.
This curve. Yep, right
you
here.
have
These are my sticks.
Those are your stick. And,
Yep.
and that stick doesn't have a lot of curve to it, does it?
It has a little bit of a curve at the end to help, get the puck up quick. The straighter the curve, the more it's going to stay low to the ice. So
Are those regulated in college hockey?
I don't know if they're regulated. I think it's just by the brand. I think that's a Ovechkin curve technically. So like that's what people base it off of what the NHL players use. So we all use
Ovechkin,
something
he's pretty
like that.
good.
Yeah, exactly. So mimic that game.
So that's the one you want, huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
Got the
so
goals.
you're the winger. Talk a little bit about what a winger is supposed to be doing.
So, he started in the D zone, so I guess I'll do that. You're against the wall for the most part. You're covering the defensive player up at the blue line as well as the middle of the ice where, there's a soft spot where their teammate might come in and try and score. So you got a lot of things going on. You got to read the play a lot and be able to get back to the boards for a puck coming around, get off the boards, chip it in and out. Hopefully the wing comes across, picks it up, and you go in and you score. So that's it in a nutshell,
So have you had a moment this year that was a highlight?
Yeah, actually our last game, I got the puck off the sideboards. It came around to me, and I just moved it down the ice, and I faked a cut in, went back around, came all the way around the net on the other side, and I did a little wraparound goal against Salem State, which was nice. So
You got to put the Jets on for that one.
yeah, I did.
Haven't seen those in a while.
Yeah, it's been
listen to this.
It has. I'm old now, so
Wraparounds always look so sneaky. The guy goes around behind the net
Yep, and tucks
the
it in.
goalie. It's
Yeah.
a good thing we don't have a goalie here.
Yeah, right.
I mean, are there things
We
a
wouldn't
goalie's
want one.
supposed to do to prevent those that you can?
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of shocked it went in because that usually doesn't happen. But I don't know. I turned on the Jets and I, turned my hands over and it went in. I was pumped, So
He just beat the goalie clean to the net.
Yeah.
You can't draw it
Well,
up
if the
any
goalie
better.
gets sliding the wrong way and doesn't
yeah,
come back.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
He thought I was going to stay on the short side, and I ended up coming back around. He didn't have time to get over, so it's nice when it works out
And the
like that.
defenseman didn't come back and help him.
No, I beat him. I was too busy
Beat
beating
them,
him. I was
yeah.
too busy. I got the speed.
They didn't have a defenseman like that.
Yeah, he didn't have a locker trying to drag me
I
down.
would've stopped
So
him.
let's talk about
Yeah.
the defense guys a little bit.
Well,
I guess your job is to make sure the goalie doesn't have to make a save, right?
yeah, it's first off we skate forwards and backwards, where these guys just skate forwards.
Yeah.
Ooh,
All
so
right,
you're the guys
please.
that when you were forward, the back skating made a difference, right? So you paid attention.
Yeah, but pretty much like in the D zone, I'll be working in the corner with the center, and our main goal is get control of the puck and move it up to a winger or a center through the middle, just to get it out of our zone and establish zone presence through the neutral zone and eventually in the offensive zone.
The neutral zone, that's between the two blue
The two
lines,
blues,
right?
yeah. And that's where a lot of the momentum can change because we need to stay back in case there is a transition in the neutral zone where they take the puck, and if we're not on our guard, then they can just burn by us like Jake did last game. and in the offensive zone, our biggest job is keep the pucks in and then get as many on net or to their sticks as possible.
So you're the guy with the big slap shot.
Yep, pretty much.
And when I'm watching the Bruins, I always hear them talk about a one-timer.
Yeah.
Okay. Who shoots one-timers? All of you?
I like my slap shot. I think it's better than walkers, personally.
Is that a slap shot? Is it
Yeah, one time's
it's
a slap shot. Yep,
But
absolutely.
even in front, when you make a quick snap, can that be a one-timer too?
It
Yeah,
doesn't have to
it
be
depends.
a slap
No.
shot though. It could be. You could do like a quick snapshot, or
Yeah.
most of the times though, you see one-timers being the slap shots.
Winding back
On the
and letting it
power
go.
play,
Yeah.
And so what you're wanting, I mean, I listen to Jake Edwards a lot, and he says, what you're looking for is a juicy rebound, right?
Yep.
And so
Far
it's your
pad.
job to be ready for those.
Exactly.
And it's your job to make sure that
To get 'em there.
that you get it out of the zone when your goalie saves one.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. That's true.
But talk a little bit about but I think the defenseman has you're trying to get the puck up the ice, and all of a sudden somebody does something wrong, and all of a sudden you're the guy that's going to look bad if you're not going back.
Well, yeah,
fast, right?
And we have to be back. That's the biggest part. If we're not back, then they're just gonna,
But your goal is to
go
get
down
the
on
puck up the
goalie.
ice. So
Yeah.
so you're going to throw it usually to a wing, or do you like to carry it up?
If there's room to skate, we'll skate it. But we like to move it to our wings or chip it off the glass and just get it out, so they have to reset and we can reset for their attack, and then hopefully defend it better and turn into transition the other way.
Bobby Orr probably ruined a lot of defensemen, right? Because of the way he wanted to
Skating
carry the
up.
puck
Yeah,
up. Right?
he was an offensive defenseman.
But when you have an offensive defenseman, the rest of the team has to make up for that. Right?
Yeah, and they recognize it, and they'll do their job,
Have
stay
the guys
back,
stay back.
cover.
Yep.
One of the things that's always puzzled me as a non-hockey player myself is how you guys know when to get on and off the ice. And there's you can only 6 of you can only be out there at a time,
Right.
and everybody's jumping on and jumping off. Talk a little bit about what happens with a coach on the bench as to how you know when to come out. And I'm the center on the ice right now, and all of a sudden somebody's got to tell me to get off, and has got to tell you to get on.
Right. So normally what happens is the coach knows a couple lines in advance who's going to go out there and in what order. And Coach Bailey, our forwards coach, does a great job of communicating to us. So if you were the center and you were coming off and I was the next center out there, I would know that you were my guy to take. So then I would jump over the boards.
Okay,
and
so you're waiting
fill
for
your
me to
role.
come off, and you're part of his line, so when you see
Right.
him go, you go.
Yeah, exactly. So we do it by colors too. So in practice, we have different colored jerseys. So we're on the green line. So Coach Bailey would be back there and be like, all right, green line, get ready, you're up next. So when that line comes off, I know who's the left wing on that line I need to take off,
Okay.
and from there.
But if you came off with, say, a limp on the last
Yeah.
line, then somebody's got to fill in for
Right,
you, right? So-
right. So they would go to another line that maybe isn't up right away, and they would plug that guy in so he has a time to get back off the ice and then go back on later on
And they
with
got to
his line.
figure out if you're ready to go back. right?
Exactly.
Right.
And
exactly.
is that pretty much the same for the defense too?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if you're playing left defense or right defense, you just say, all right, I'll take the far guy. Whenever he comes, you're going. We don't have to worry about left wing, center, right wing.
Okay. I think we have one more video coming up here, and just talk through it while the video is going. Okay, just tell us what's happening.
Oh, I remember this one.
Oh, so this was me and McDonough actually gave it to a freshman, McLean, and he scored here. What the video didn't show was me going around the sideboards and then dropping it back to Ryan.
Okay,
And
all right.
Ryan picked it back up, and as he went to the
This is
net,
when he gets the puck.
yeah, he
right?
got the puck
Okay.
because that's his first goal. So Ryan ended up dishing it back to McLean, who found a soft spot back door, and he just tipped it in. So it was a nice easy setup.
Jake's too modest though. He started the whole playoff and threw a
Stop
great
that.
fettuccine pass out front.
Started the
Yeah,
play
great
from
play.
where? From the.
From the center ice, it was right off the draw. So
Okay.
I think he took it around the net again, and I was
my move.
Yeah, seriously.
going around the net.
I was right in front and was able to get it to McLean to tuck it in.
I'm always amazed when I talk to athletes how you can be so in the moment of something that happened 8 or 9 games ago, and you still remember it like it was
yeah,
10 minutes ago. right?
Yeah, it's weird how that works out. I mean, I guess it's just some games you remember more than others, and some plays
Especially
you do.
when you win.
Yeah,
Especially
exactly.
when you
So
win.
I think that's always in your memory of like, you made a good play, you did a good play here, and you really remember those plays.
Right.
So
So one of the things that's always interesting are what motivates a team. See in the beginning of the game, does the coach make you all get together and give a whoop call for go Rams or something?
Yeah.
You all do the Ben Horns or something?
yeah, yeah, Ben Horns. Yeah, no, on the ice after we do the starting lineup and national anthem, we all get around the net. We all circle up and we we get each other ready. We get a little physical with each other, getting ready, get the aggression out. Getting really focused.
Whack the freshman.
Yeah, no, not this big guy.
I know.
But we all get together and we all come together and we do a Rams call. So it's.
Oh, what's a Rams call?
We just do a little Rams on 3. We go 1, 2, 3, and then we all go Rams.
Oh, I thought it was like a bull.
No, some crazy.
That'd be cool,
That's
though.
a good idea.
We should add that to the
We
pregame.
might need that.
I know. Come on, let's intimidate the other team.
Oh my God, we need
Probably
a
got
Rams
some.
horn. Yeah, that's
whatever.
good.
Who's your big rival?
Fitchburg. I'd say Fitchburg.
When do you
Worcester.
play them next? Or have you played them already?
We already played them. I think we have them 2 more times.
Yeah, we have 2 more times. I think
In Framingham?
Once at Framingham, and I think that's coming up late January.
Yeah.
Oh, late January. This
Yeah.
should be on by then.
Yeah.
So is that probably and so what night you play?
Thursdays and Saturdays usually.
Thursdays and
Yep,
Saturdays around
Saturday nights.
7:30. And
Yep, 7:30.
So we should find out when and your website, I guess, probably has the schedule.
Yeah,
on it,
everything's
right?
on the schedule. Yep, on Framingham State's website. You go to the
What was it
athletic
called?
page.
Frams.ram or something?
FSURams.com.
Yeah.
FSURams.com. And
Yes.
that's where the schedule is,
Yep,
and they
you
have
can
some
find-
highlights of some of the games even there.
Yep.
Yeah, and some of the games get broadcast. I know the basketball games. Do they dare broadcast hockey?
They stream them, right?
Yeah,
I think
they stream
all
all
of them.
of
So
them.
if you go to the website,
Yeah.
you can click a live stream or whatever that's there with the box score, and it'll go right up on your computer or whatever you have.
So you can check it out before they go,
Yeah.
and I think people will find this is really exciting fun. It costs you a lot less than going to the Bruins.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
How much does it cost to get into one of your games?
students-
Well, you guys get in free.
Yeah, students get in free, and then for kids, adults, I think it's like $3.
Yeah,
So
the football games cost me $1.
yeah, it's
You know, I mean,
nothing
it's
big.
so expensive.
Yeah. So
But
it's
no,
not
I mean
bad.
it is, and it's and it's local, and
Mm-hmm.
and it's easy to find, and you don't have to pay any Mass Pike tolls.
no, that hassle.
So
traffic.
let's talk a little bit about your academic programs at Framingham State. What are you all doing there?
So I'm majoring in finance right now.
Okay.
So I have a lot of business-oriented classes going on for me, and I'm just finishing up. I took my last test today, and I have finals next week. So
And you got one more year, and
one more year, and
are
then
you
I'm
looking
done.
to do an internship or?
Yeah, at some point. I think I might do one next semester with the school. They have a program that allows students to attend all their classes, but also make time for an internship program.
Internship in town with some organization, or
No, with the school.
at the
It's
school
right
itself.
over. It's called MERC, Metro West Economic Research Center, and I think
right.
it's attached to the campus. I'm not sure what building it is
that'd be
exactly,
cool.
but
And what about you, Jake?
Criminology. A little
Criminology.
different from finance.
Okay.
Yeah, criminology with a minor in psychology and diversity studies. So, I don't know. I've always been fascinated with the criminal justice system. Right now, I'm looking for an internship with either the courthouse or some sort of juvenile rehabilitation centers and everything, working with troubled youth. Something I want to do. I want to help people. So.
That'd be
So,
great.
yeah.
Maybe teach young kids how to play hockey.
Yeah. Hey, who knows?
Inner city hockey programs,
Yeah,
right?
yep.
And Walker, you're only a freshman, so did you come here for an academic reason or just to play hockey?
Biology.
Biology,
Yep.
okay.
So a lot of sciences and just really big into the wildlife because, back home in Alaska, you fish, you hunt, and it's big up there. So
It's Alaska.
Yep. Pretty much. That's all
Alaska.
you have to say.
So you got a guy here from Framingham who obviously knows his way around this town.
Yeah.
How does a guy from Alaska get acclimated to Framingham? That's
We bond right away.
Yeah.
Whenever we have captain's practice, and it's just the guys, and the guys who have been here, the leaders who, if we have any questions regarding anything, school, the city, anything, we just go ask them. They help us out. They come hang out with us. It's a good system, and it's probably one of the best things to help a freshman come in.
Yeah.
so as a guy from Dorchester, had you ever been to Framingham before you came here?
I have. I actually played a lot of hockey games, probably against Jake, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, we
The
played
6
like-
a.m. games when I was
Yeah.
a squirt and
When we were
Pee Wee
little.
up at Loring Arena.
8 years old, we were
Okay,
probably
right.
going at it.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I've never been in a colder rink.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah. Well,
cold.
Loring's under renovation right
Yes.
now, right?
Yes.
But it is getting fixed, and it's going.
Yeah.
So you guys will probably play one more year here next year. Well, you probably will, for sure.
You'll be
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
You'll be here.
So
You have a lot
you're
of
looking
years.
forward to it having a little bit of heat, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Heat-
you're gonna have-
renovations.
Heat in our own locker room.
In your
Yeah,
own
that'd be
locker
cool.
room.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, that's a big improvement for the whole now city of Framingham is
Yeah.
that rink, and And yeah, so youth hockey, you played all over doing that. And so what do you do in Framingham? Do you have any fun things to do in Framingham?
We all hang out with each other.
Yeah.
You know, we'll go to Bruins
Favorite
games
restaurants?
and everything. Favorite restaurants in Framingham?
There's a few.
There's a few.
Yeah.
of them.
I like.
They're really
I personally, a personal favorite of mine is margaritas.
That's great.
you-
Yeah.
Over
Rex
down the
guy.
street. Yeah, they got great Mexican food down there. So
Okay.
You got a favorite restaurant in Framingham?
El Mariachi, it's another Mexican
Oh,
place right
yeah.
downtown.
That's
Well, you
good.
probably got a little of that in Colorado.
Yeah, big Mexican.
So we're beginning. One of the things I always like to ask people is if they're a fan, and I would assume that at least two of you are Bruins fans. Well, we'll talk to this guy next. But are you all Bruins fans from the time you were growing up? Or
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
any favorite players through the years, or that are role
For me,
models for you, or
Ray Bork.
Ray Bork?
Yeah.
You're not a defenseman.
No, I just like. He was the captain at
Well,
the
I
time.
know,
he
he's
was probably a lot of people's favorite.
He's a classy guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Bergeron, I guess. I think
Yeah.
Bergeron's just
Well,
been
yeah.
through and through. He's been there for years, and you know he's a class act guy. So
So a guy from Colorado, you probably were a
Avalanche.
Avalanche. Oh no, well the Bruins, didn't they play them in the Stanley Cup one year or something? Or in
the
playoffs?
Avalanche were good
They
for
might
a
have.
while.
Actually, they were great when I lived there. 96 and
Who
01.
was
They
their
won the
star
Cup.
player then?
Yeah.
Gretzky wasn't with them, was he?
no,
You had Joe
no.
Sakic.
We had Sakic,
Sakic.
Forsberg, Rob Blake, Adam
Who's in
Foote,
net there?
Patrick Waugh.
Patrick Waugh.
Paul Kariya.
So-
And any defenseman that you kind of modeled yourself
Rob
after?
Blake still wearing
Rob
number
Blake?
4 because
That's why you got 4.
there
Okay,
you
yeah.
go.
So,
There
so,
you
so,
go.
so you've got 9. That was Gordie Howe's number, I know, but
Yes.
is that?
I actually wanted 19, but 19 was taken at the time, so I just settled for 9.
Oh, okay.
I've been 7 almost my whole life, so I had 7 in high school when I was playing for Framingham High, and when I got here my freshman year, and it was open for Framingham State, so I took it.
So will you watch hockey in the Olympics?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be cool. I don't think the NHL players are allowed to play this year, right?
No, I don't think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
NHL
So, I
guys
mean-
are allowed.
So it should be interesting to see how they end up doing and what, you know, who's playing and, you know, the type of skill set we'll see in the Olympics. So.
Definitely.
Well, I'm afraid the old 2-minute warning has long passed and we're going to have to run out. I wish this conversation was a lot longer. I've got a lot more questions I could ask you, but this has been great. You guys have done a nice job of representing the university, and
Thank you very much for having
Thank
us.
you so
great
much
models
having us.
for
We
all
appreciate
those
it.
4-year-olds
for
out
having
there
us.
who are
Yeah.
playing hockey, because this could be
Exactly.
you in the future. But
That's right.
in the meantime, this is going to be a wrap for Framingham Fan to Fan. You can see what a great show this is. Stay tuned for more and come back next week. We always have a lot of fun with sports here, and play sports yourself, and be sure to see some of the great sports that are happening right here in the city of Framingham. It's a great bargain and it's a great time. Cheers.